Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. My name is Troy, and now that January is finally over, it's time for me to compile all my numbers over the past month and share them with you here in this video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the results of my taxable brokerage account that I'm going to use to eventually retire early. If you have an obsession with dividend investing, want to support the channel, or just want to be nosy and see what I'm up to on a regular basis, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn the bell notification to all so you don't miss any content. With that being said, let's dive right into the taxable account. Looking here in Fidelity, you can see all 11 of my holdings on the left side of the screen. With one of the main goals being to grow the account balance, I also like to check on the progress of that over time. Here you'll be able to see how that has grown in the past year and over the past month. Last January, I had a balance of $25,131.92. Concluding last month, my balance was sitting at $65,158.22. And now, concluding January, my account balance is up to $67,196.27. Quickly, I wanted to go over a few things of note in this account. For 2024, I'm doing something I've never done before. I'll be testing out my active and dormant position strategy. What this is instead of me selling positions that currently do not fit my criteria, I'm going to just let them be and hold off on adding more to them. Right now, Starbucks and ExxonMobil both fall into that bucket, as neither one of them have outperformed the market over the past 10 years. Additionally, for anybody that's been with me for some time, you know that in the past, my goal was to max out my Roth IRA first before adding any money into this account. This year, I will be adding money into both throughout the year. The wife and I are still adding $2,000 per month to our investment accounts, but now that'll be split up by $583.33 per month into my Roth, $583.33 into the wife's Roth, and then the remaining $833.34 into this taxable account. This will allow us to dollar cost average into our positions throughout the year instead of missing out on possible opportunities to buy once the Roth was maxed. Lastly, as also mentioned in previous recaps, it is important to remember that $17,000 of the account balance in this account is being stored in SPAXX as the wife and I's emergency fund to collect that 4.98% interest while it waits for any emergencies to come up. With that being said, I will have $908.41 to invest in this account for February after taking out our Roth contributions and adding in the slight remaining cash in the account from January. Next, let's see which stocks are doing the best for me in this account with my biggest winners. My best performer is Costco, that's up 32.66% or $1,199.01. My second best performer is Microsoft, that's up 31.72% or $1,526.37. And rounding out the top three, we have Visa, that's up 23.22% or $830.98. Now, of course, not all of my picks are winners, so let me show you the stocks in the bottom three with my biggest losers. My worst performer is currently NextEra Energy, that's down 19.91% or $702.19. My second biggest loser is currently APD, that's down 10.69% or $376.49. And then my third worst performing stock is Starbucks, that's down 4.37% or $188.19. Lastly, let's look down here at the bottom of this screenshot to see that this account continued to hold serve to begin 2024 and is now up 11.75% or $5,188.50. Now, let's check to see how this account stacks up versus the three major indexes over the past month. On this screenshot, you'll be able to see two different rates of return, time-weighted and money-weighted. Simply put, time-weighted is best used if there's no money going in or out of the account, while money-weighted is best used if there is. Since money is now being added to the account, the money-weighted best fits my situation. You can see that I have a year-to-date return of 0.46%, which is not currently keeping up with any of the indexes, so we'll see how that progresses throughout the year. Now, let's go ahead and head over to my dividend tracking spreadsheet to check out my buys in this account over the past month. With this screenshot, you'll be able to see what I bought, how much I spent, the average cost of each purchase, and how much it added in forward income. The most I spent was $206 on AbbVie. The biggest share increase goes to NextEra Energy, where I added 1.329 shares, and AbbVie also had the biggest bump in forward income, adding $7.82. In total for January, I was able to spend $962.92 on 5.06 shares over the span of 19 trading days, which resulted in $19.06 in added forward income. Next, I wanted to quickly show you the current yield for this portfolio and any changes to the cost basis of my positions. My yield on cost for this portfolio is now sitting at 2.08%, with the current dividend yield of my holdings being at 1.97%. And looking here, I wanted to show you how my strategy of dollar cost averaging has impacted the cost basis for my positions over the past month. Here you can see that my largest increase in cost basis is with Costco, going from $516.36 per share to $523.79 per share, while my largest decrease in cost basis goes to APD, that went from $286.85 per share to $286.30 per share. Since a large majority of my positions in my account are in the green, the cost basis will continue to rise as I buy more, but that's just par for the course, and I'm okay with that if it means getting more shares of quality companies. Next, I wanted to show you the projected annual income for this account. So what this chart is going to show you is the amount of just dividend income my portfolio is projected to make in the next rolling 12-month period if no money is added and there are no dividend increases from my holdings. Last January, that yearly projection was $494.51, which comes out to $41.21 per month or $1.35 per day. As of the end of December, those numbers went to a yearly projection of $899.67, which is $74.97 per month or $2.46 per day. And now, concluding January, I'm sitting at projections of $918.73 for the year, which comes out to $76.56 per month or $2.52 per day. Next, let's see who paid me in January and how much I made in passive income. Before we get to that, I'm really curious. Let me know what you guys brought in January down in the comments so I can cheer you on. In total, I received 2 dividend payments and 1 interest payment. On January 11th, I received $21.31 from Illinois Toolworks, which is up from the $11.98 this time last year, and the $18.34 received the last time they paid me. On January 12th, I received a special dividend of $99.11 from Costco, which is my first special dividend, and they will still pay me out the regular dividend this month. On January 31st, I received $74.03 from SPAXX as an interest payment on the cash sitting in the account, which is up from the 5 cents I received this time last year and the $58.94 received last month. With the $99.11 received from Costco on January 12th and the $74.03 from SPAXX on January 31st, I have now pushed past both the $1,500 and $1,600 mark in career earnings in my Retire Early account. These last two $100 jumps took me just 28 and 19 days respectively to achieve, and now I can really see that dividend snowball rolling. As I mentioned in previous recaps, I think this is super cool information to track on your dividend journey, and if you aren't, you should try it on yours and check the health of your snowball. Next, let's go ahead and see how these numbers add up when compared to last January. This here is one of my favorite tabs on my spreadsheet as it does a very good job of showing me my progress over time by comparing past performance with current performance. Despite beginning my investing journey in 2020, I did not get my first January dividend until 2021, where I made $3.45. Then in 2022, I had slow but steady progress up to $4.33, which is a 25.5% year-over-year increase. The following year, in January of 2023, those numbers bumped up to $12.03 for the month, representing a 177.8% year-over-year increase, which brings us to January of 2024, where I was able to make a massive jump to $194.45, which is a tiny jump of 1,516.4%, thanks in large part to the special dividend received from Costco. Down here at the bottom, you can see that I'm off to a great start in 2024 as I attempt to chase down my numbers from 2023. I know that was just a lot of information thrown your way, but I really want to say thank you for sticking around and supporting the channel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you're remembering to click that like button to help me out and click that subscribe button to help you out. And if you want to see how I made $70 for free this month, make sure you're checking out this video. But until next time, see you.